And I want to show you some of the wallpapers that are pre-installed in the device. Go to the wallpaper gallery here. You can move along the bottom, take a look at them, and set them. And you can see it's set and that nice kind of a 3D effect as you move from screen to screen. This is the dialer application in the MyTouch 3G. You can see very straightforward. There's no contact searching just from the dial screen though. Can easily get to contacts just through a tab, or you can get to just your favorite contacts, which I have marked here. It's a scrollable list, I just don't have enough to scroll. You can easily make a contact a favorite just by tapping or untapping the star next to the name in the edit record. We're going to send off a test message to our friend Frodo Baggins here. Pre-addresses. As soon as we tap into this text box here, you can see that the keyboard comes up. It offers spell corrections. You can see I typed THOS and we get THIS as a bolded recommendation here. I can tap on that. A little difficult to type looking over a camera here, but the keyboard's not too bad. And if you hit double spaces, it'll automatically put in a period. Send that off. Go back to the home screen. If you look in the upper left hand corner, you'll see a little mail icon here. It's a new SMS notification. All we have to do is tap on it to bring up the message. You see it's a threaded SMS system, so we can tap out something here and send it off and it'll come back. Now we're actually just sending it to this test account. So you can see there's the notice that it came through again. Whenever you have the keyboard up like this, you can just hit the back button to make the keyboard go away. Since there's a separate on-screen delete button, you don't have to worry about it deleting a character or something. Here you can see that the SMS also works in landscape mode. Since there's no keyboard like on the G1 to automatically flip the thing into landscape mode, this was added. A lot of the applications support this, not all of them, but the home screen only works in portrait mode. I've brought up the web browser on the MyTouch 3G so you can see what it looks like. It's a full HTML browser. It doesn't support multi-touch zooming or anything like that. It uses this manual zooming control, which is a bit more clunky, but it still works pretty well. You can always hit this 1x button to get everything back to the default zoom ratio, which is pretty good to read for most things. And of course, you can zoom in more tightly as well. We're on a Wi-Fi connection here, but the 3G connection for me generally gave speeds of anywhere from 650 to 750 kbits per second, which is pretty respectable, faster than most of the T-Mobile devices I've tested. Smooth scrolling, you can go to YouTube, the full YouTube site, and watch videos. There's actually a dedicated YouTube client that handles that as well, but it's integrated with the browser, so it works quite well. Scroll down here into the main menu and get to YouTube. Works in landscape and portrait mode. The work email application that comes into MyTouch 3G is pretty handy. It's a Exchange ActiveSync client. Should make people happy. Works pretty well. Of course, you have zooming controls, changing font sizes and everything. I had it on a fairly large font size just to make it easier for video viewers. You can move from message to message and do a lot of things. Has proper folder support, so you can switch over to your folders. The only problem is you can't tell if you have a new message until you actually go into the folder. So those users that use server-side filters to automatically put things into subfolders, you're still going to have some problems knowing when you have new messages in folders. It's worth noting that there's no contact or calendar syncing or anything going on with this. This is purely Exchange ActiveSync email.